Today I'm going to give you a way to set up the solar plex shot. Okay, so what we're talking about today is we're on the inside, we're fighting on the inside, and I'm going to set up the solar plex shot. And what I'm going to set up the solar plex shot with is a throwaway punch. What I always talk about, punches that you're just throwing them to set up the shot you really want to land. And the solar plex shot is a great shot to land. It's one of the more debilitating shots in all of boxing. It's a shot that can stop the fight. So it's very good to be able to learn how to set it up. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to throw a right uppercut just to set things up. I just want a reaction out of him. At the same time, I'm not sitting on that right uppercut. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to throw. When I throw it, I'm going to do other things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my footwork, and I'm going to set up the left hook to the body, the left hook to the solar plexus. And what I'm doing is at the same time I'm throwing that right uppercut, I'm going to use my footwork where I'm going to turn my hips counterclockwise while I drop my left shoulder. At the same time, I take my foot out to the right, okay? Almost a little bit diagonal, not all the way to the right, but a little bit like more diagonal. So in other words, if that's going east, I'm going to go a little bit between south and between east. So in other words, I'm going right here. Okay, I'm going right here. But at the same time, what I'm doing, you see my hips turning, and my left shoulder dropping. Now I'm going to throw the uppercut at the same time I make that move. Now I'm right there to come right up the middle. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm making this with my feet and this with my hips and my shoulder. I'm going this way. At the same time, I'm throwing the uppercut when I do it to bring him up, and now I drive in. Okay? So I can go here, here, and then up the middle. You can always, if you get it where you get a little bit more east, that's fine too. I think you're going to have a better angle if you don't go that far over, and it's going to be a little bit quicker and a little bit smoother if you just go right there. I'm not going back. I'm not going all the way here. I'm going right in between that. I'm going right here. Now I'm right there to set it up, short and sweet, right into the solar plexus, okay? So I'm going right here, boom. Not here, but here, okay? There's the uppercut. There's the touch shot. Touch shot. Now with the footwork at the same time. Boom, right up the middle, okay? Right into that solar plexus, okay? And Danny wants to show you how. Danny can show us from the other angle or from his side. Him doing the same thing that's it. Beautiful. I love the way he did that. He threw it in there and gets me to raise up. When he gets me to raise up, he really is going to have a good shot. So he's able to throw that shot and get me to raise up, okay? See, that's beautiful right there. Boom, right. Right up the middle. Yeah, I see that. And that right uppercut is hidden in. He can hide and bring it right on the inside of my left hand. And that raised me up. Okay, and while he's making that footwork move. Boom. Beautiful shot, okay? So that's a great punch. And that's a great setup for that punch. Don't forget to go to the website so you guys are up to date with everything I have coming out, and get on that email list at worldclassboxinggym.com. And also go to Instagram at Tom Yankello Boxing and follow me. And also TikTok and Facebook at Tom Yankello. And I'll see you guys next time.